All right, we should be live. Can you hear me pretty good?
Oh yeah, I hear you, Frank.
Assuming right now that we're live on.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm getting Facebook. We should be live on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm not sure about Twitter, but anyway, here we are.
Oh,
Friday night, and we're not on the same stage.
no, that's weird.
I feel like you're. Are you cheating on me with another band somewhere?
Exactly, man. Yeah. We're not exclusive.
I'll have no idea how many people are watching right now, so um, I'm assuming maybe three, maybe 3 or 4 people show up. But
Whoever.
yeah,
Maybe
but
our friends from Buffalo will jump in since they were in the
yeah,
video.
maybe so. Oh, I can see. Yeah, we have hundreds right now lined up that are watching. Anyway, I can't see anything other than just you in a vehicle. Where you headed?
You can't see what?
Where you headed?
Up to Aniana to SNL warehouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never been there before. I mean, it's just a little crawfish place. But
Who are you playing with?
Jeremy Morick, and he's in a band called Millennium Gray. It's more metal rock type stuff. But they do some country too, so it'll be, there's some stuff on there I couldn't pick up in a day. So, but I played with them in a few shows before, and we did okay. So it was just little local stuff. No, nothing big. So I'm gonna pull over here so I can actually look at the camera here.
Okay. Well, for anybody that's listening in, and it's kind of hard to tell because I've got 1,000 gadgets up here right now on this little podcast, StreamYard. So I've got stuff everywhere. But let's just assume there's thousands.
Yeah, I know there's thousands. I mean, we have people worldwide, right?
Yeah. But for anybody,
if we don't, we should. We really.
For anybody that is listening, this is Corbin. Corbin and I. How many shows do you think we played together, Corbin? What are you thinking? Can you hear me? Did you freeze? Corbin, can you hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Corbin? I've lost you. I can hear you. I might have to mute you because I don't know if you. Can you hear me, man? I think I've lost Corbin. I've lost your audio, so I'm going to mute you for a second. But for those of you watching right now, Corbin and I played bunches of shows together. I don't even know how many we played together. So, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, man? I'm about to go over this video, talk about the song, and whether or not you can talk. This is how it goes too on stage sometimes. Trying to get stuff done. Be talking to Corbin and he's got his earplugs in. He can't hear a word I'm saying on stage.
I missed all of that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes I'm talking to you, you got your earphones in, you can't hear anything I'm saying.
Yeah, but, I'm purposely not ignoring you. I get kind of zoned in and just listen to what I have, and the ears. Yeah, ears are cool, but then they're not when you don't need them to be. So
yeah. Well, we'll get to it. We I guess it was about a week ago we shot the video, but the song actually came from an idea Rand and I had. We were floating around. It's been a while back when we first moved to Nashville, and I actually found a song. I don't know if it was titled "Sweet Home Tennessee." I think it was, and we wrote it, and it kind of sat on a sheet of paper, which I rarely write on a sheet of paper. I usually write on a notepad. On a laptop. Anyway, found it somewhere. We were cleaning something out, and the lyrics were somewhat similar. We tabled it, and then out of nowhere, I get a message one day from Duran. Hey, I've got the song. Check this out, and it was Sweet Home Tennessee. He had taken it and kind of run with it, and he sent me the demo, and it was fantastic. And immediately it was like, well, we got to record that. So took it to Josh Bright and did the thing. So tonight, in about 30 minutes, let's see, it is 5:37 at 6 o'clock. I put a link in the description for anybody watching. There should be a link in the chat. If there's not, let me see if I can put it in there real quick. Private chat. Let me do that real quick. Copy. Oh God. Let's see here. Chat. Paste. Let's see if this works. Okay. This is the link to the video. So it's not live yet, but it's pretty cool when you do a premiere video on YouTube. It'll give this little cinematic countdown and everything else. Link to video. Let's see here. Yeah. And that's at 6 o'clock. And for anybody on Earth that can see that, can you respond if you're watching to let me know that at least the link popped up in the chat? I think there should be a chat. I don't know. If you can see my screen, it looks a lot different than I guess what everybody else can see.
I see it. I mean,
it did pop up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So at 6 o'clock, click on that link. But for anybody here, I'm going to go ahead and try to present something. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to move me and you over here to the side, and I'm going to kind of talk through this. And so here's what we did. I called up this company out of the blue. I called up Upstage Party Bus downtown last weekend, or this is about this time last week, and said, hey, you know, we've got Duran's in town. He can film this. Can we get on your party bus and just shoot some scenes? And they're like, yeah. And then they promoted a little bit. We filled up the bus. But the funny thing is this was right after Alabama and Tennessee were playing. Now, keep in mind, this song is heavily, well, I'm not going to say Roll Tide, but there's lots of shades.
Yeah.
There's lots of, we threw a lot to football, Alabama, Tennessee, and so there's a lot of them in here. And I didn't plan it this way, but when we were on our way to film this, Alabama was playing Tennessee, and they were up, and like we were about to pull in the parking lot. We were about to pull in, and I had to pull over because it came down the wire. They're about to possibly go in overtime, and Alabama is about to shoot the basketball. They're about to inbound it. There's like 3.8 seconds left in the game, and then they're looking to try to inbound it, and 5 seconds expire, and they're like, nope, sorry, it's Tennessee ball now. And so now, crap. And keep in mind, we had just gotten all the Alabama shirts and ball caps and shakers and everything else put on this bus, because the chorus goes, I got a little Roll Tide Alabama in my sweet home Tennessee. And so anyway, we all this stuff is just loaded in the back. And we got, Craig and Sarah are with us, and Durand and me and Augusta, and everything's packed in there. But most of that stuff is like Alabama gear and stuff. So anyway, they Tennessee inbounds the ball, dribbles it down for just a second, and then shoots from near half court and end up winning the game. And then 3 minutes later, we're getting out trying to convince people to put on their Alabama ball cap or whatever. So what we did, there was a group from Buffalo that was there, a group from Tampa that was there on the bus with us, and just a few other random folks. And then Upstage Party Bus had a few people on staff that were there on the bus as well. So we're trying to pass out Alabama. But they didn't care. Corbin showed up in his Auburn jersey. We had CJ and Amanda show up with their Tennessee outfit on, so it was kind of fun. But we met up. We were about to get on the bus, and I told them if you put this stuff on for the video, we'll buy you a drink. So we're passing out. I think drinks were on $3-4, and we're just passing out and give them some money. And so that's how the video starts. So I'm going to play parts of the video and just kind of talk about it real quick before it goes live here in about 20 minutes. So here we go. I made this shot. I was just testing the camera. This initial shot, we had a gimbal and I was just testing it. I thought, oh, this may make a pretty good thing. And you hear the countdown. That was the countdown to us launching into the song for like the second or third time. So let's see how this works here.
10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that was Duran making that shot. I don't think he knew at the time that I had already kind of had a similar idea there.
Please don't touch.
Just to go back, let me screw it right here because I can't tell.
Breaking the rules there.
Can you hear me okay still?
Yeah.
Okay. Right here. I don't see CJ in here. CJ is the one that actually sold us the house that we're in. He was a real estate agent, and we're lucky enough to get him and Amanda in the video. I can't tell where you'll see him here in a minute.
I think he was running the fog machine at that point.
He was. That's right.
Yeah.
At that point, and then you ran the fog machine a little bit later.
Yeah.
These folks right here on the right-hand side of the screen were, I think, for the group from Tampa, and on the left side of the screen were from Buffalo. None of them knew. All they knew is that someone was shooting a music video that day, and so and they jumped on the party bus. The Buffalo folks actually showed up the next day.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing at Jelly Rolls, Goodnight Nashville downtown, and they showed up for the show.
They stayed the whole time too. They were pretty much maybe all except for like the last 5-10 minutes or so. Yeah, they were picked up a few fans there, so it's a good job on that one.
And then for the lyrics, the idea that Duran and I initially talked about was like, hey, let's just put some little nuggets in there from different things. And so I'm not going to spoil any surprises, but anybody that's listening right now from the Hoover Bunch that showed up at all the shows where I played a million times, like Beef O'Brady's and some of those places, I tried to find a spot to kind of throw them in, and I did. And I'm not going to do it here. They're going to have to watch it when the video drops here in about 20 minutes. The link is in the chat, so you want to click on that link and start watching it at about 6 o'clock. You'll see a little countdown. All right, so I went and found some footage, just some iPhone footage, and some of it was pretty good. So this is my footage here.
Please don't Tuscaloosa tail.
Ironically, this was the Alabama-Tennessee game, and I cut out the part where Tennessee comes out on the field, obviously.
And some Talladega nights.
And this was my first trip to watch Talladega. We took Eli to watch to Talladega. I think it may have had a rain out this particular time, but it was amazing to watch them fly through.
You got to go. You got to see it one time in person.
Yeah. I mean, it really. I was not prepared the first time I ever saw this.
Singing hymns my mama taught me.
And Mom is, I've alluded to Mom in a few songs here and there, but I decided, hey, let's throw Mom in the video somewhere. So I found her. I tried to find one. She had an Alabama shirt on. Bingo! There we go.
There you go.
And old Dixieland alive, hit the road playing.
And if everybody listen, the reason I put the Alabama Sunset here, I refer to Dixieland Delight, and obviously, with the Alabama Tribute Band, you could expect us to probably play Dixieland Live at some point. So that's how that ended up in that little spot.
My music, learn this interstate.
Do what?
Hutch with short hair, looking kind of like
no, it's not that short anymore, is it?
Oh.
My heart, as I dreamed about the Opry pouring.
And it's just a shot of downtown Nashville right there, playing up and down through here was kind of always a big deal to me when I was younger. I just remember thinking, you know, I would love to play it one day. And
We played a few there.
and there's quite a few shots. I can't tell which angle or where I'm looking on the left hand side of the screen. I keep using my arrow.
From like the
Second Avenue?
south end, yeah, like
Yeah.
that's Bridgestone.
Yeah.
And I guess that's Old Reds right there on the right. So I guess is this
Yeah.
from Jelly Rolls
Yeah,
rooftop?
so
or
this
something?
so I guess let's like to the left there where we play every Sunday. It was by the way we play there at Jelly Rolls every Sunday at 2:00 now downtown. So if you're ever downtown, you can check it out there. For anybody new in the chat right now, you can also see in the chat. Hopefully, there's a link to the YouTube video, and you can click on that about 6:00. It'll be a pretty cool little premiere. And I don't go too much further here. I just want to kind of lead
Sweat
in.
on this guitar. I got a little Old Town Alabama in my sweet home Tennessee. Though it's
This was fun right here. One of the staff members actually got off the bus several different times. The bus actually, we had a bus break down,
Yeah.
and we were able to do a few because of that. It actually worked out better for us because we were able to put a little game plan together. And the staff member got off and got some footage for us right here. But one thing in particular is kind of cool. Let's see if it shows in this first chorus.
miles and miles away, it always feels so close to me. A mix of smoke,
Right
mountain moon,
here. This is the means of the world to me right here, because the guy on the screen you see right there, that's Craig. And anybody that knows me knows that that's been my friend for a long time.
mix of smoky mountain.
And the fact that he was able to actually be there at the music video was a huge deal itself.
Yeah.
in
I
itself.
was
And then-
surprised as hell when I saw him there.
I know, I know.
like,
And not
did
only
not
did he make
expect
the,
that.
not only did he make the trip, I mean, it was a year ago that he had a double lung transplant, and that's a huge thing to overcome itself. But to less than a year later, to be able to make a trip to Nashville, dance around in a music video is just nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, he looks so good too, man. He's
Craig and I played, I don't know how many hundreds of shows over the years, but you're closing in now. I mean, because he's, for the past several years, of course, he's been out of commission to some extent, but I mean, when you play that many shows with somebody, you get to know him pretty well. But it was pretty awesome that he was able to make it. And there you are back there with your Auburn jersey.
got to represent, man.
Let's see.
Moonshine in my Milo sweet iced tea. I got a little Old Town Alabama in my sweet home.
And there's Amanda up there. Her and CJ are the ones. CJ's the guy, like I said, that sold us our house up here. So it's just sort of full circle. That speaking of CJ, say hi, CJ. I think he just sent me a message, so I guess he's one of the folks. But anyway, I was just talking about you, CJ. Anyway, but it's just kind of cool that that came full circle too. He's we looked. I don't know how many houses we looked at before we decided on the one we moved in here in Murfreesboro, and he was fantastic to work with. Great guy. You'll see him, I think, a little bit later in the video. Currently, CJ, at this point in the video, like you said, he's operating the fog machine. So
Doing a damn good job.
Tennessee.
and then right here, you can't really tell, but this Duranda got some really good shots here from just kind of looking out at people on Broadway. Because once we made the trip down there, I think it was just one pass through downtown.
Yeah, kind of got shorted because of the breakdown, but it allowed us to do some other stuff too.
Well, we made the most of it, so it was a
good
lot of
time.
fun.
Honestly,
But we passed a lot of folks. I think we're able to wave. I think somebody even yelled at, "Hey, you're in a music video" or something. I don't know who was doing that, but anyway, it turned out really good. But anyway, I'm going to stop it there because I don't want to give away the whole thing. The music video It's a short song. It's not about 3 minutes long. We shot, it felt like hours of footage. I combed through. I bet you I spent 2 days going through different videos to splice in, to edit into the video, put it in a folder, and so. Anyway, that's it. If I'm going to post this to Facebook, I'm sure it'll end up on Instagram as well. I'm going to sign off here, and then I'm going to go over to the YouTube link that you see in the chat. If y'all can, click on that link and share it on Facebook. The countdown will begin right at 6 o'clock. I think it's probably about a 2-minute countdown. Go on your big screen at home. We're not playing a show tonight. I think it worked out perfect. Normally we're playing somewhere right about this time, so it's good to have Friday night off and just kind of sit around and relax. And release day it's great, and it's also a pain. There's so many different things that you just have to do.
Well, I mean, from what I've seen, it turned out great, and the song turned out. I remember the first start. When you first started, it had a different feel. It was kind of catchy, but missing something. And I think that Josh did a good job getting it together and kind of giving it some groove. And it's just another good song that you've put together. And one of many.
Well, Duran gets the majority of the credit here for helping put it together. He spent a lot of time kind of piecing things together, and then we afterwards we all kind of chipped in a few different things in there to kind of make it fit a little better. But otherwise, I mean, Duran was great. He showed up, shot the video. He's super professional, and he did a great job getting the song in its current state. And of course, Josh Bright for doing such a fantastic job as he always does. We have about 3 more songs down the line right now. 2 more are completely finished. One I'm going to release around Memorial Day in May. And then I may throw one in maybe before then, and then wrap up an EP with that. So that's all coming up. If you listened in, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. It's just fun. I mean, the whole creative process of putting a song together and throwing it out there, and this is it's a tribute to both Tennessee, and I think you'll find it's also a big tribute to our good friends back home in Alabama. So you'll want to check this out in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to sign off here. Thank you guys. If you listened in, I appreciate it. Check out the video. I'm going to end the stream, but go ahead and go to that link. Click on that link now in the chat. That way you can go ahead and make it there. And I'll see you guys on YouTube in just a few minutes. I'm going to head there right now.
All right, man.
Thanks for jumping in. See you, buddy.
All right. See you.